Good morning, people. Very good morning. Chalo, let's start then. Okay, it's such those were going through the things. I had kept the what we had discussed last, right? What was that? Very good morning, everyone, people, everyone. So the last thing that we had discussed was the weighted average cost of capital. For some time, it was on display on screen, so that in case like you're going through the things automatically, you're like, so now that you keep it on the screen, so we have to read like. So just happen to revise the things. Okay. So what did we saw in the weighted average cost of capital? Nothing. Any organization will always have a mix of capital structure, right? So the overall cost of capital is very important, right? It's not only one source of capital, but it's going to be what mix of what sources of capital. So at the end, if I want to check what is my final cost of capital, I need to take a weighted average cost. Right, friends? Okay. So when we discussed weighted average cost, we noted two weights, book value weights and market value weights. Okay, I'll share it again. Okay. When we did talk about the weighted average cost of capital, what we noted, book value weights and market value weights. Okay. See, if question tells us to follow certain thing, do we have a choice? Answer is no. We have to follow that. But if nothing is told specifically in the question, then preference is always given to what? Preference is always given to market value because obviously, friends, where the share is available in the market at book value, all the shares are obviously available at which value? Market value. Right? Okay. One more thing. While calculating KO at market value, what we said, ignore reserves as they're assumed to be what included in the market value of equity itself. Okay. And then obviously marginal value weights was something totally different only. Like whenever we have the additional capital to be raised, then we only consider the weights of only those capital extra new project I'm doing. I gave you the example of Reliance Industries going with, with their mobile project, right, Reliance Jio. So they are not going to calculate the cost of capital of the existing one. They will calculate cost of capital for the new project. So whenever company does like that, it is called as what? Marginal value weights. Okay. So let's start. Before we go with the question today, I think last you must be remembering, no? I hope you remember the things, right? At last, uh, I did tell you about question number 5. Did we started talking about question number 5? Had we gone through? At least just gone through, right? Okay, I told you, okay, fine. We don't have a time to solve it, but then at least we had gone through the things. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Message box is there. Oh my God, so many people. Hariharan, Novia, Hina, Muglan, Ukal, Bharat. Good morning, everyone, guys. And even if you have, yes, we just gone through question number 5, Roshni, yes. Okay. Good morning, everyone who has messaged me. Good morning, everyone who has not messaged me. Good morning, everyone with video on, without video on. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Just that you pay attention is more important, right? Okay, so we'll go to question number 5. Yeah, before that, one point. Explain you somewhere. Yeah, just about this. Just about this. KR is equal to K. Guys, you remember this? You remember this? What we discussed? That KR basically means what? Cost of retained earnings. Okay, they belong to equity shareholder, correct? Right? Return should go to equity shareholder, right? They are the owners, right? But just like equity capital, retained earnings are also in the possession of whom? Of the company only. Oh, who takes an investment decision? Company. So company says, see, we are giving you K for equity. Same we'll give you for reserves. Whatever your money of reserves is lying with us, we are not going to provide a different rate. Same rate of returns will provide to you. So for company's point of view, KR would be exactly same as what? KE. Okay. Just add one point over here. It's only one line. It's only one line. Don't worry. Whatever you, wherever you are, you'll be able to fit. While you're writing, I'll just talk about it. See, in the formula, we said D1 upon P0 plus G, right? So what we have discussed that P0 is nothing but what? Net proceeds. The moment we say net proceeds, what we would say, so take face value, the security premium, minus discount, and minus flotation cost, correct? But what happens, friends? Just a common sense application. Okay, we say K is equal to KR is correct. But K is what you raise afresh or you collect money from people, right? Where you incur flotation cost. What about the retained earnings which are already lying with the company? Do we incur any flotation cost for that? Do we have to pay any miscellaneous expenses, any brokerage commission for that? Obviously, no. So if such question comes where you have to calculate KR, okay, so at that time, make sure that only for the retained earnings part out of it, do not consider what? Flotation cost. Is the point clear to everyone? Okay, okay, fine. Okay, then we are good to go, guys. We will go with the question now. Yeah, so first, obviously, yes, we will talk about question number 5. We'll revisit the question in full. Worry not. What markings over here? Acha, this is not done, huh? Okay, okay. Whatever is done has to be having markings, yes. Okay, so let's talk about question number 5, huh, guys. Okay. See, the latest balance sheet of D Limited is given below. Now, this is rupees in what? Thousands, right? This point was always like need to be a little more careful. So, anyways, here very clearly given to you 50,000 shares. then must be of 10 rupees. So that 50,000 into 10 would become 5 lakh, right? The zeros aren't there. If you put the zeros, then it will look like this. Don't put, but by solving, we are going to solve like this only, but just telling you, okay, this is how it is. Okay. Then we are given share premium, which is reserves and surplus, retained earnings, that is again reserves and surplus. So guys, this total, just for your information, this total is 500 of equity plus share premium plus retained profits. So this is what you can say, what it is, just for the sake of clarity. Shareholders funds, because you know what happens sometimes we get confused. "Ooh, from where this amount is coming? What is this amount? We don't understand." Okay, so this is shareholders fund. Guys, preference shares are 4 lakh, correct? 400,000, no? So 4 lakh, 8% preference shares. Then 13% perpetual debt, right? This is equity shareholder fund because preference shares are separate over here. 13% perpetual debt means only what? Loan. Okay. Face value 100, 6 lakh. So if I divide by 100, number of debentures would come to 6,000. I hope you all are writing this. And then the final total, 1,200 plus this another 1,000, 2,200. So this is what is CE, guys. CE means what? Capital employed. Correct, Akshay. Right. Good morning, Mukilan. Okay. The ordinary shares are currently, ordinary means equity shares. Yes. Ordinary means equity shares. They are currently priced at 39x dividend, that is excluding dividend, and rupees 25 preference shares are priced at 18 come dividend. Okay, from this few takeaways, guys. Preference shares are of face value 25 rupees. Okay, so here I'm just mentioning face value 25. Therefore, number is equal to, how you'll get the number? You'll have to take the total capital 4 lakh divided by 25. Show me your answer on the calculator, so you can show that, or you can type in the chat box number of preference shares. Okay. Yes, Ovia, I could see that. Hariharan, Ramakrishnan, Rakshita, Raksha, Girish. Okay, friends. Everybody is right. Hey, Saket answered first. I will not read that. Bharat also. Correct. Luckily, everyone is right. Early morning, no mess up. Areva, people are giving me answer. Thank you, friends. Yes, got it from Shalini, Logeshwar, and Someshwar also. Good morning, Ray. People are slowly coming. Sunday effect or what? You start the class at 6:30 today. It was like curfew scenario. Lockdown, sir. Lockdown, online lockdown also. Oh, it's not curfew scenario. This is IPL effect. Okay, let's move on, guys. So you'll have given me a correct number, 16,000. I hope you're writing in your question. Huh? Okay, now you tell me 18 rupees is a cum dividend price, guys. Okay, now including dividend. Cum dividend is not including dividend. Now, when we talk about the market price of the share, it is obviously what? Excluding dividend. So calculate and chat box, you reply the amount of dividend on preference shares. Now, Someshwar, IPL effect is quite highly visible. Guys, I want per share, dividend per share. Price is per share, no? Hello? This 18 rupees is per share now. So I want a bifurcation out of this only. That how much is ex dividend price and how much is dividend. Understood my question now? Don't give me any answer. Now some people are revising their answers. You know why? Because somebody had told me 20 rupees is the dividend. How is that possible, Ray? Including dividend prices, including dividend price is 18. And how can you give 20 rupees as a dividend in that? What are they calculating in points? Very bad, very bad. What Mukila in 1.44? We are saying 1.33. Puja 16.56. What happened to you guys? Yes, Shruti. Priti, thank you guys. Kushi giving me correct answer earlier and also. Priti Porwal also. Shri Prasanna, Vignesh, Someshwar. Laksha's answer did not come finally. Bharat. Thank God. Vinita. Oh, you corrected the answer. Hey, hello people. Sir, sometimes jokingly say I ask you such questions like this, and I say it's a very difficult question. You take it literally or what? Huh? So many options. I wish I could show you my chat box. So much variety of answer is given. Did I tell you that I need variety over here also? Huh? I always say, okay, variety is the spice of life. Correct. You need different things. Made be food, made be clothing, hobbies, everything, everywhere. But that does not mean that you use in your answers also. Such a simple calculation, people. Dividend was supposed to be 8% of the face value. So I wrote it so clear, no? Face value is 25. Rate is 8%. So what you were supposed to do, you are supposed to do 25 into 8%, which comes to 2 rupees. So dividend is 2 rupees. So ex-dividend price is how much? 16. Everyone out there, note it correct number. Note the correct numbers. Okay. Debentures are selling at 110% ex interest. Okay, fine. So this is the, we can say, net proceeds of debentures. Okay. See now debentures face value is how much? 100. Okay. So 110% of that means only 110 rupees. Tax paid is 40%. Okay. Now see the statement, we are giving you something ready-made. Delimited's cost of equity has been estimated at how much percent? 19%. Right? So they're like, okay, fine. You are doing first time now. No, sir, we have already done it earlier. Correct. What do you remember of how I have been going through? I've taken you through step by step, right? Like, okay, we did small sums with KD, small sums with KP, then few sums with KE. Like we have taken small bits. Now we are going to have a big chunk. Okay, still support system is always on, right? Okay, first sum on KO, no, don't worry. One calculation ready made. Okay, so KE is given to you ready made. That we will use. Fine. Calculate the weighted average cost of capital based on what? Market value. See, guys, the question is very clear. You do it on the basis of what? Market value. Correct. Okay. Even if it is not told, Preference is always given to market value. Remember, this is what we have already written. Okay, fine. So let's start this. Let's start. So let's on to class work question number 5, right? Calculation of weighted average cost of capital, that is KO, of D Limited, taking what? Market value weights. Okay. You remember the columns that we discussed? Source, cost, amount, and product, correct? This amount itself will act as what? Weights, right? Remember, guys, we are going with market value weights, right? So obviously, what we are going to do, we are going to ignore the reserves, right? Okay. So first, let's plant our sources over there. Okay, then we will get into the calculation. So the first source is ordinary shares, that is equity share capital, correct? Okay. What happens over here? The cost is given ready-made. How much? 19%. At least one calculation we are relieved with. Okay. Now talking about the weight, that is the amount. See, do we know the number of ordinary shares? No? Yes, now people. Listen, I'm writing in the lower line to show the calculation. The amount I'll write in this line where I'm writing the cost. So the number of shares are 50. We're going by market value, right? So what is the market value? So we have to take the correct market value, that is important. The ordinary shares you can see on the next page. Okay, I'll show you the question. See, the ordinary shares are currently priced at what? 39. No? So this itself is the market value, right? So when I'm putting weights, the market value, I'll multiply this by how much? 39. Okay, so 50,000 into 39, that is 19 lakh 50,000 is the market price, correct, of the equity shares. Fine. Now, the second one is, okay, are we going to write any share premium or any retained earnings? No, we're not going to write. What we are going to say, so that whatever we have calculated, no, 19 lakh 50,000, that includes, that is assumed to include the value of reserves also. Correct, people? Yeah. Right. Then we will talk about 8% preference share capital. Okay, cost we will have to calculate, but let's write about the amount, the number of preferences as we discussed just now, 16,000 into how much, guys? Into how much? 16. Yes, Sumesh, thank you for showing on my calculator. And yes, Hariharan and Laksha. Sabari, not 18, dear, 16. Oh, we are 16, right? Sabari, oh, bhai, hello. Which value? Cum dividend or ex dividend? Cum dividend or ex dividend? Excluding dividend. That is a pure price of the share, no? Right? That's what we have to take into consideration. Yeah. Yes, Vinita, right. Okay, fine. So we'll take it 16. It's 16 square, not 256. Now you want a calculator for that, 2,56,000. Okay. Then we have 13% debt. Number of debentures I made you right, 6,000. And the market price is 110, guys, 110. So 6,60,000. Okay. Now tell me, to complete this, what we need. We need these two numbers. Means we need the cost of preferential capital and we need the cost of debt. Okay. See how we can present. Listen to me. Listen to me. What we can do, we can take a total over here and leave some space for showing our calculations. See, because here you have to take the totals, that is fine. And below this, what you have to write? You have to write only, therefore, KO is equal to what? Total product upon what? Total weights. You getting me? So this is your answer. Okay, means what? Means you will present like this, no? So the main answer will come in front. Now, whatever calculations are there, that we will write below. Fine. So whenever as an examiner I open your paper, what would I see? I would see this part. Okay, fine. Okay, main answer here. Then below that, the calculation. Okay, and we don't have to add a long list below this now. Only what we have to do. Only we have to do calculations of KP, KD, right, people? So let's get into it. I'm keeping this blank, and below this, I have the working notes. Number one. Wait, number one. I'll write first X dividend price of preferentials. Let's write now because later on we will forget what happened exactly. The cum dividend price is 18, correct? And then what have we done? We have split it into two parts. X dividend and dividend. Dividend we got 2 rupees. How we got it 2 rupees? 8% of 25. That is face value. Correct, friends? And that's why you got this figure as a balancing figure. Right? How much? You got this as 16. Okay. Yeah, people thought that I'll put number one and we'll start calculating KP and KD. But write this, guys, write this. All these small details, no, will help you. fine. Let's come to the working note number 2. Okay, what we discussed, guys? We have to calculate cost of preference shares and we have to calculate cost of debentures. Okay, fine. Now let's start with that. So, calculation of KP. So KP is equal to, guys, first you tell me, details of redemption are anywhere given in the question? No, not given. So small formula or big formula? Small formula. Right, friends? Okay, good. So preference dividend is what you pay upon the net proceeds. That's so simple. See, this preference dividend will help me over here also. Correct? And then what will you take as net proceeds? Per share, 16 rupees. Everything is out there visible, guys. So 2 divided by 16 gives me 0.125. That is 12.5%. So here now I can write preferentials 12.5. I'm done now, guys. I'm done with preference calculation of KP. Hope you people are done also and you have understood also. Yes, sir. We'll start with KD. Okay. So let's go with the next calculation of KD. KD. Note number 3 for KD. Again, guys, tell me, details of redemption are given or not given? Not given. Small formula, big formula. Small formula. So interest into bracket 1 minus tax is what we pay upon what we get as net proceeds. Okay. So interest, how much percent? Baba, how much percent? 13%. 13% of face value 100 multiplied by, yes, multiplied by tax rate 40%, 0.4 upon in net proceeds. How much you're writing? Actually, you got it. Okay. Net proceeds, how much you'll write? The market price. Unique way of communication, huh, Someshwar? Thank you. Shall we be writing it 1, 1, 0? Right? Agreeable, no, guys? Okay. Thank you. So nice of you on early morning, Sunday morning. Good. Rohit has replied. Lakshya, Hariharan. Hariharan is not seen today. Hariharan, Roshni also replying, but the people are not seen. Hello? Hello, people. Good morning, but hello. Doesn't feel like morning has happened by all real means. Huh? Today, everybody is little sluggish, sort of. Life is going in slow motion. Days off, sir. Oh, no problem. No problem. Sunday, fit. Yes, Saket is already. Saket is saying, I'm not having time for all this stuff. I'm calculating my answer. Okay, net proceeds 110. 13% of 100. Very difficult calculation, guys. 13 into 0.6, 7.8. I go little elaborate, I know, but it is good to do all this stuff. When you revise, it helps you. Suddenly we write 7 point and people like, oh, from where it came, sir. So better to describe. Okay, what I got, I will first write 0.07 0.09. Okay, so that means rounded off to get, means that is in percentage 7.09%. So I hope everybody is getting this answer. Correct, Someshwar. Why? What happened, Someshwar? Someshwar. Oh, Someshwar, you got this answer. You got some different answer or what? Huh. Okay, okay, okay. Earlier it was different or what? No? Okay. Acha, you, okay, thank you. On my behalf, you are replying. Oh, great. Okay. 7.09. Huh? People now see, understand. See, the costs are how much? 19, 12.5, 7.09. See, if all the amounts were, now listen to it, very important. If all the amounts of equity, preference, and debentures had they been raised in the same proportion, if every amount was like 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, then what's weighted average required? No. Why we need weighted average? Because the amount of money raised from each source is different. Correct? So now what is now the cost of capital part calculation is over. It's basic statistics now. Right? The amount we have to take as a weight, correct? Multiply with the cost, get the product. That's it. So we have the calculators at our disposal. Let's start, guys. 19,50,000 into 19. Don't read, it's okay. Sometimes amounts are difficult to read. Copy. This will start like 37 lakh or 3 lakh or something. So it's 3 crore 70 lakh 50,000. Next one, 12.5 into 256, 22 lakh. Next is 7.09 into 660, 46 lakh 79,000. Add to this 32 lakh. Add to this 3 crore 17 lakh 50,000. So this total comes to 4 crore 49 lakh 29,400. And we will have to have a total of weights also, guys. Look here. We will have to take the total of weights also. So this amount plus this amount plus this amount. These three amounts total we will give. 19,50,000 plus 56 plus 665. People are replying in the chat box, but right now I'm calculating, so I'm not going through my chat box. Huh? Don't feel bad if I don't tell. I got correct answer. Wait a minute. Let me complete. So 4 crore 49 lakh 29,400 divided by 28 lakh 66,000. 4 crore 49 lakh 29,400 divided by 28 lakh 66,000. 15.676 now, guys. 676 to make it 68. So this becomes your final answer. So that's what I was trying to tell you. You see how we will present. We'll first keep the main answer in front. Okay. Then all working notes related to that below that. Those who are like not doing anything. Not doing anything means not writing. I don't take me wrong. Photography. Hello, Someshwar. Photography. Done now. Good. Now, because he later on copies everything. Right now, he is only on calculator. Exam, what will you do? Just calculate and come home and write the answers. There you will write. There in the 3 hours you have to write, huh? No. Here also I'll just calculate. Come home and write it then in my notebook properly. I hope people are done with this, right? This was being the first sum of weighted average cost. I've gone a little slow to explain you the effect of everything. Are you all clear with this, guys? Huh? Okay, so then we are good to go with the next question. Let's come to question number 7. Let's everyone come to question number 7. Let's read the question. Masco Limited wishes to raise additional finance of how much? 10 lakh. How much money is required? 10 lakh. Okay. In for meeting its investment plans, it has 2,10,000 in the form of what? Retained earnings. Okay. It has what? 2 lakh. It has 2,10,000 in the form of retained earnings available for investment purpose. So whenever they are going to make some next investment, whatever additional finance they need, what they will do first, they will first utilize this 2,10,000. Okay. So the next thing that we are told is debt equity mix. 30%, 70% means whatever total amount required, no guys, of that 30% would be debt and the balance would be what? Equity. Cost of debt. If you borrow up to 1,80,000, it is 10% before tax, guys. These words are very deceiving. 10% before tax. So can I say KD is 10%? That will be bad idea. You remember I had made you a point very clear that guys, KD means always post-tax effective cost. So this is 10% written in the bracket before tax means what is this? This is KD or this is just rate of interest. This is just rate of interest. This is not KD. You remember we had discussed KD always means what? Which cost? Pre-tax or post-tax? Post-tax. Correct, friends? Everybody understands that. So these words are little deceiving. Like you read over here that cost of debt, and you jump to a conclusion. No, this is before tax. So you must write besides this. That is rate of interest. Okay. Same over here. So what they are saying that if you borrow up to 1,80,000, now the rate of interest will be 10%. When you borrow beyond that, then the rate of interest will rise. Okay. Yes, we will have to do interest into bracket 1 minus t. Correct, people. Correct. Okay, fine. Earning per share is already given to you, 4 rupees. Dividend payout is 50%. So this will help us to calculate the dividend. Okay. Growth rate is also given. G is given. Current market price. Shall I call it P0? Yes. And the tax rate is 50%. Okay. What are you asked to do? You determine the pattern of raising the additional finance. The first question is very simple. How would you raise the additional finance? How would you raise it first? Okay. Let's attend to that only. First, we'll write that. Solution to Classwork question 7. In 7 we have part A. Pattern of raising additional finance. This is the first thing that we've been asked to do. Okay, so let's describe this. Additional finance required is equal to 10 lakh, right, friends? What has been discussed that the ratio is going to be what? The ratio is going to be 30/70, correct? Means out of this amount, 30% is going to be debt, right? It's written in point number 1, debt equity mix. So out of this amount, debt is going to be 30% and equity is going to be 70%. Correct, friends? Okay. Now see, that means debt would be 3 lakh and equity would be 7 lakh. If you want to check, you can do it on cancel. Now, but here also within the debt part, there will be a further classification, guys. Okay, what will be that classification? See, we will have a different rate up to 180, and after 180, the rate of interest is going to be different. Okay, so can I say that out of this 1,80,000 will have rate of interest is equal to 10%. I think I'm making it very clear. I'm not writing cost of debt. Correct? That words given in the question, cost of debt, are little deceiving. So let's be very clear. Let's write rate of interest. Okay. And then here comes the balancing figure, guys. The balancing figure would be how much? 120. And for this 120, rate of interest is going to be 16%. Anything you borrow after 180, no, the rate of interest is going to be on a higher side. Yes. Now here why two parts? Here why two parts? Read the first line, right? We have marked it also. It has 2,10,000 rupees in the form of what? Retained earnings available for investment purposes. So out of this 7 lakh, 2,10,000 can be taken from retained earnings. People understand, no? So obviously the balancing figure only would be from what? Fresh issue. Yes, right, right. 490. This I would say proceeds of fresh issue. Come on, so the first part is done. How we will raise the additional finance. Pattern of raising additional finance. Guys, I hope my presentation is understood by you all. Correct, friends? Okay. Let's go ahead, guys. What happened? Pukal, your brother also wants to learn. He's in school. Friend. See, he's peeping from there. Huh? And moderator will come and tell, he's not our student. Remove. People are curious what this fellow is doing. Okay, friends, we are good to go with the second part of the question. Shall we? Part B. What says the part B? Determine post-tax average cost of additional debt. Okay, you have to determine this. Rishabh is saying people are keen to listen to you. Okay. Fine, people, let's continue. At least those people who are my student, right? They should be keen to listen. Non-students listen, that is different thing. At least early morning people who are supposed to attend, they should be at least keen to listen. That is more than enough. Good morning, Pratiksha. Late entry. There since the beginning. Sure. Okay, I believe you. Okay, friends, let's start. Determine what post-tax average cost of additional debt. So, how we will present? See, we have two types of debt. Okay, so suppose like I have to take average cost of additional debt. No? So it has to be weighted average only because the amounts are different. So I would put like this, not like this. It is a mistake. Source. 10% interest debt. There are like Anvai writing very clear 10% interest debt. Okay. And the second one is what? 16% interest debt, of which I will find cost. Then I'll write the amount. Just like weighted average. Amount I already know. 10% interest debt is going to be 180 and this is going to be 120. The amount itself will become the weight. So I'll take the total also. Yeah, what I need to do is find the cost. Okay, so for that, we'll work out over here. KD for 10% interest debt. Okay, KD for what? 10% interest debt. Now listen to me. Once again, see, details of redemption are not available, so we will go with a small formula. So it will be interest into 1 minus T upon what? Net proceeds. Listen to me, guys, very carefully. See, in all the questions that we have done now, no, we have always preferred to go with single share, single debenture. It becomes easy to calculate. Getting my point? Wherever face value was available now, I have made it a point to do it on face value. But now this is a loan that I'm taking from a bank. So there is nothing called as a face value. So what we will have to do? Take the full amount, entire amount. Understand that? So you remember that every question that we have solved from first question till now, everywhere, whenever it came to KD, no, we have preferred to do what? We prefer to take the face value. You know what happens? Calculations remain smaller. One share of 100 rupees, one share of 25 rupees. It becomes easy instead of taking bigger numbers. But now here we are not left with any option. We are not left with any right? So we'll have to take the entire amount. You know the best part. What is the tax rate, guys? 50%. Okay. So you know what answer you're going to get after doing all the rubbish calculations. You will get answer as 5%. Let's calculate. See, sometimes I always tell you that after doing we come to know we should not have done this way. I'm telling you, promise 5%. If it doesn't come 5%, I'll leave you early. Okay. So our net proceeds are how much? 1,80,000. Okay, fine. Interest would be 10% of 180 multiplied by 1 minus tax rate 0.5. 10% of 180 would be how much? 18,000 into 0.5 upon 180. Calculate this, guys. 0.05. Hey, I told you now, it will come the 5% only. How do I know in advance? Saving must have solved it earlier also. Must have done it number of times. So answers must be by heart to you. Array, not that, guys. See, 5%, 10% is the rate of interest. Tax saving is 5%, 50%, right? 1 minus 0.5. So half would be saved. Okay. Normally what happens, there are some market values which are different from the face value. Here you calculate 10% of 1,80,000 only and keep 1,80,000 in the denominator. So you're going to have a 50% tax saving. Balance is your answer. So 10% rate of interest, half would be saved. Okay, fine. So 5% will be the cost. Yeah. Okay. So similarly, KD for 16% interest debt. So KD is going to be interest 1 minus T upon net proceeds. So it's going to be 16% of 120 into 1 minus 0.5 upon 120. 19,200, no? 120 into 16, 19,200 is 19,200 into 0.5 upon 120. 0.08. %. So now we know the answers. I put over here. This is 5. This is 8. See, people, listen to me. Once again, I've been repeating this again and again. One debt I took at 5. One debt post-tax cost. One debt came at 5 plus the other debt came at 8. Is equal to 13 divided by 2. Average comes 6.5. Now you tell me which average we did. Simple average or weighted average? This answer that I'm showing. Simple average. But simple average won't be the correct thing to do because the amounts that I've taken on loan are same or are different. Different. That's why we do weighted average, right? Okay. Let's solve this. 180 into 5. 17 over 9 lakh. 120 into 8. 9 lakh. 16. If I take the total, this is 18 lakh. 60,000. This is 3. Therefore, KD. Now we will say KD only now for debt. It will be total product upon total weights. The amount it will become weighting. So 18,60,000 divided by 3 lakh. So 1860 divided by 3 lakh gives us 6.2%. I hope you get this answer. Correct. Good. So part 2 is also done. Part B is also done. Let's go with part C to determine the cost of retained earnings and cost of equity. Okay, fine. So let's come to part C. Cost of retained earnings and cost of equity. Okay, friends, let's do that. Wow, wonderful. So what we will calculate, guys, we'll calculate KE or KR. We calculate KE or KR. We calculate KE, and then we know that KE is KR, sir. We calculate KE, right? KE is KR, correct, Rishabh. So KE is equal to what? D1 upon P0 plus G. Listen, guys, listen. P0, okay, let me write. I think P0 is given the ready-made in the question. 44, correct? Growth is also given 10%, that is 0.1. D1 is our concern. Okay, pay attention, guys. You know, it is not readily given, but what we are told, we are given the past earning per share. Last year's earning per share is given. How much? 4 rupees. Correct. And the dividend payout will be 50%. Right, friends? So D0 would be 50. D0, you understand the dividend paid last. The D0 would be 50%, correct? Yes. Smart. Okay, fine. So for D1, we have to do all this. Earning per share is 4 rupees. Dividend payout is 50%. Therefore, dividend just paid that is D0 would be how much? 50% of 4, that is 2, right? But what we need, D1. So D1 would be D0 plus growth. How much is D0? Just now we calculated, no guys, 2 rupees. 2 plus 10%, so 2.2. So now we have everything over here to calculate. So write in D1, write in D1 2.2, P0 as 44 plus 0.1. So divided by 44 is 0.05 plus 0.1 is 0.15. That is 15%. Okay, now guys, yes, 0.15, no, that is 15%. Okay, any for suppose I am going to say KE is equal to KR. Simple as that. Any flotation cost anywhere given in the question, you remember today itself we made an addition that if there is a flotation cost, we are not supposed to subtract any flotation cost. Any details about flotation cost given anywhere in the question? No, no. So I can safely say KR is equal to KE. Yes. Okay. Yes. So let's do that. Also, KR is equal to KE. So KR will be also what? 50%. So we have answered part C also, guys. We have answered part C also. So now let's come to part D. Uh, Clumsy to be to fit over here. Let me come over here. Part D. What is asked in part D? Compute the overall weighted average after tax cost of additional finance. So weighted average cost of capital KO of additional finance of 10 lakh. Okay, let's start. So same story, guys. Source, cost, okay. Now see, we have got total 4 sources. Okay, uh, you can put like this: debt 1, debt 2, right? See, this total debt, listen to me very carefully. I have already worked out, my friends, the mix of everything, right? So it's up to us. We can take over here. See, I'm showing you both the options. We can take 6.2% and take the amount as 3. Ultimately, if you multiply, it will come to 1860. Or what you can do, oh no, sir, we want to do it separate. No problem. Take 5% and 8% and write the amount. See, 5% into 180 would be 9 lakh, and 8% into 120 would be 9 lakh 60. You are going to reach the same answer. Okay. So here I'm splitting it, but even if you say no, sir, we would take an average. Absolutely fine. Okay. And then retained earnings and fresh equity. Fresh equity. Okay. So for debt one, we calculated 5%, if I'm not wrong. 5, 8. Here, both places we have to write 15 on. Correct? Okay. Debt one amount is 180. Debt two amount is 120. You can see solution of part A, right? Chart that we prepared now. Retained earnings are 210 and proceeds from fresh issue are going to be 490. Now you just have to multiply it. Now block. As I always tell, this is weights. KO total product upon total weights. Total product 1 crore. So Hope you'll get this answer. 12.36. Yes. Check whether you got this answer. I'm sure you get it. People, you got this answer. 12.36%. Everyone. Good. He good. Okay. Back to this. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Question 1 we are done. Question 2 we are done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row we are done. 8 we are not done. 9 we are not done. That I will do a little later. I have to introduce one small concept. So let me. Yes, I got the correct answer. Good, Roshan. Good. Uh, 8, 9 we'll discuss a little later. I have to add some more to it. So 10 we are done. 11 we are done. 12 we are done. 13 we are done. Okay, we can go with 14th question. We can go with 14th question. Start, people. Yeah. Okay. Let's read it out. From the following capital structure of XYZ, determine, see, they leave it to you. Determine what? Appropriate weighted average cost. Okay, they're very smart, but we are smarter, right? Appropriated weighted average cost. Guys, what do you mean by that? If they had not told, you would have calculated inappropriate or what? It's not that thing. Means in this question we calculate appropriate and in others we calculate inappropriate. No, nothing like that. Means they want you to decide the weights. Correct. We know two possibilities are there: book value weights and market value weights. Right, people. And the preference is for book value or preference is for market value. Market value. Everybody knows. So see, if we manage to get the market value of all sources of capital, right, we will prefer to follow what? We'll prefer to follow market value. Okay. Now, when we are talking about sources of capital, guys, I have a question for you. Do you really think that these are sources of capital? Huh? What's you really think that these are sources of capital? Creditors, short-term loan, do they form part of your capital employed? No. And why are they given? Institute loves it, people. By looking into the question, suppose out of the whole population, even 5% people take this into the consideration. Then few more customers for the next attempt. Repeat customers, happy, satisfied. Everything given over there, we should not take in the cost of capital. Na? We need to apply our own common sense filter. No, okay, fine. They might have given creditors, they might have given short-term loan, etc. But does it form part of capital employed? Hey, capital employed is only to debt and equity of whose we calculate cost of capital. Correct. So the things which are marked are to be taken into consideration or are to be ignored? Are to be ignored. Yes. Okay. Fine. So we'll read this whole thing. Okay, first we'll write over here. You guys also do that. Huh? You also guys do that. Ignore since what? Current liabilities. So now that makes it very clear to us. Okay, fine. One, two, three, four. There are four sources of capital, right? Of which we'll have to calculate the four costs. Right? No, Rishabh, you should know what is the correct thing. No? Why you are saying ki this should not come in the question? Let it come. Doesn't matter. We know that is more important, right, people? Yeah. Okay, fine. So let's start with reading. So, okay, what is told in the question? See, equity shares include existing 60,000 shares having a correct current market value of 40. Okay. What the balance? Balance would be how many shares, guys? 40,000, no, total 1 lakh shares. So balance, that is 40,000 shares, is net proceed from new current year issue and at the price of 40, but having a flotation cost of 5. So guys, see, in equity share capital also there are two parts. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? In equity shares also there are two parts. One is existing, whose current market price would be this much, 40, 40, correct? And then new shares never came at 40 rupees to you. New shares yield you how much? 35. Correct, correct, correct. Yes, yes, correct, Khushi, right. I could see you people saying from that side and little more elaborate. 35, 35. Okay, I can make it out. Thank you. Please keep contributing. Yes, 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 okay. I got your answer. Okay, means now we will have to put within source column equity existing and equity new. Fine. So there also we'll have to calculate the cost two times because the denominator is changing. Na? Net proceeds are changing. So we'll have to calculate the KE also two times. Fine. Projected EPS and DPS. Guys, you remember some question related to this? Question number 13, I suppose. Haha, is there. Right? One more way of calculating growth of factor. Uh, Dividend indicated on preferences is 16%. Fine. So dividend rate is 16%. The people, what these people are doing. See, again, pre-tax cost. Guys, we need a pre-tax cost or we need post-tax cost? Pre-tax or post-tax? Post-tax, everybody understands. Means this is rate of interest. Pre-tax cost is what? Rate of interest. Okay. Please write, guys, that this is rate of interest. Interest on bank loan long term is 15%. And see how much more confusion they should add in your life now. See, those who are into sort of state of confusion, you know what is going to happen when you read this, then people would be almost like sure, no, 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 we have to consider this. Okay, because the sir, no, no, it was also given, no, sir, so I solved it. Okay, please, guys, ignore this just to add confusion to your life, nothing else. Okay. Corporate tax is 35%. And see, market value of preference shares is also given, debentures is also given. People, market value everywhere, everything market value is available, right? Equity shares, market value is available, preference is available, debenture is available. So bank loans market value is not available. Hello? Shh. You sell the bank loan in the market or what? No, no. So book value, market value, everything is same only. Right? Means tell me what we are going to follow finally. Book value weights or market value weights? We'll stick to market value weights. Okay. Yes. Good. So let's solve this. This was question number 14, right? Calculation of weighted average cost of capital of XYZ Limited using market value weights. Right, friends? Okay. So let's write. This is source, cost, amount. The amount itself becomes what? Weight. Okay. So let's start, guys. What we discussed, we will have to put equity share capital in two parts, right? Equity share capital existing, that is 60,000 shares, correct? Na? And second, we will have to put as equity share capital new 40,000 shares, right? Okay. Cost we'll find later, but at least numbers so we can write now. Weights. Existing will be valued at 40 years, correct? New shares, the market price is 35. So we're going with market value weights, take 35. Agreeable to all of you guys? Huh? Okay, fine. Other than that, we have preferential capital. Now see the best part about preferential capital. The market price is given printed in the question, 8,50,000. So no calculations involved, directly taking the market price. Okay. Then after preferential capital, we have debentures. Same thing for debentures. Market price is printed in the question. Last line, last words. Debentures, 50 lakh. Correct, people? And then we have bank loan. Obviously, the long-term one, correct? And then what we discussed, there won't be anything separate called as its market value, book value, everything would be same only. So this would be 18 lakh. So you're all set, good to go. Yeah. Below this you can write also, no? WACC is total product upon what? Total weights, right? So you can leave some space over here and you can come to working notes. Let's start. Working note number 1. So KE for existing shares, guys. KE for existing shares. Let's write the formula over that. See, that I've been doing a number of times, that I write the things over here to the left side and the explanation on the right hand side. Okay, so KE is equal to what? D1 upon P0 plus G. Okay. Out of this, few things will be known to us. Few things we'll have to calculate. What is told in the question saying? The projected EPS and DPS are given, guys. Okay, so EPS is how much? 8. Projected, huh? Hello? See, there is a difference, guys. This is a projected EPS and projected DPS. To the projected DPS, can I call it D1? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, obviously. Projected DPS, dividend per share, means that is going to come in the future, no? Obviously. Okay, this is what we have done in the earlier question also, as 13th question also. Yes, sir. Okay. DPS, that is D1, is equal to how much? 5. Okay. And for the existing shares, guys, how much should I take as MPS? P0. P0 is going to be 40. Correct? I'm talking about existing shares. So can these numbers, P0 means only MPS, right? Market price per share. Can these numbers help me to calculate G? Yes or no? Yes, we can. Yes. So what I would simply say, G is equal to what? EPS minus DPS upon what? MPS. So 8 minus 5 by 40. 8 minus 5 is 3. By 40, 0.075. Keep it as it is now. You have to write with these numbers only. So now I'm good to go. D1, I'll put 5. D0, we'll put 40 plus 0.075. So 5 divided by 40, whatever it came, added to that 0.075. 0.2. That is 20%, guys. 20%. Okay. So this becomes your K for existing share. So here I can write now 20. Fine. Okay, cost is calculated 20. Let's talk about the next new shares. Working on 2. K for new shares. So K is D1 on P0 plus G. Okay. So EPS would be 8 only. DPS, that is D1, would be 5 only. Where is the change going to come, guys? We all know. So change would be in P0. Correct? What is told in the question? We're going to, in case of fresh issue, we are going to have 5 rupees as a flotation cost. So from this 5, I will to subtract. No, that is a flotation cost. So it become 35. So G would be PS minus DPS upon MPS. This time to be 8 minus 5, not by 40, but 35. So minus 5 is 3. 3 divided by 35 give me 0.0857. Right? Keep it as it is now. Substitute over here. D1 would be 5. Again, see, instead of 40 now, it will come to how much? 35 plus growth of 0.0857. So 5 divided by 35 plus 0.0857. 0.2286. Should we do 857, 855? No, so 86. That is 22.86%. So here I got to write 22.86. So now let's calculate for KP. Okay, note 3. Okay, people tell me, anywhere in the question, are we told that they are redeemable after 4 years, 5 years, 10 years? No, not told. No. So small formula. Yeah. Okay. So preference dividend upon net proceeds. Again, people listen to me. Again, the same issue. Do we know the face value of each preference share? No. You remember in the last question also it happened the same thing. At certain place in calculating debt, we had to go with the total value. Let's go with the total value. See, in the last line, you are given with the market value of preference shares as how much? 8,50,000. True that? Market value is given how much? 8,50,000. Let's take 8,50,000 as a net proceeds. And in the balance sheet value, we know the full balance sheet value 8 lakh rupees as a face value. So, you know what, sir? We will have to calculate preference dividend also, sir, which has to be of face value. Okay, fine. We take a total face value and a total market price. Correct. Do we know the face value, guys? No. Prasad, no, we can take 100. It will add to so much of problem, no? Because then we will have to find the proportionate market value of 100 rupees. We're not having a market value of one share. Rather, we are having the overall market value. So let's solve on the overall basis. Answer is anyways going to come same. So net proceeds 8,50,000. I'm just writing over here market price. Okay, but preference dividend. What is the rate of dividend, guys? Rate of dividend. It's written no point number 2. 16%. So this 16% of 8 lakh we will do. Correct? This is face value. Understood? Normally, what the thing which we do with a single share, now we are doing on the total because we don't have choice. 0.15058. So I can say 0.1506. Okay. Small formula, right? Okay. Let's go with the next one, guys. The next one is debentures. Working note 4. KD. Just write KD for debentures because we have to do KD for long-term loan also. So write KD for debentures. Huh? Right like that. Okay. So KD be interest 1 minus tax on net proceeds. Okay. What is told about the market value of debenture? Again, the same thing, 50 lakh. Okay. And the rate of interest on debentures is how much? 15.5%. 15.5% off. But I think the face value is also 50 lakhs only, no? Fine, nice, okay. 1 minus tax rate is 35%. Okay. Take your time to calculate. 50 lakhs into 15.5% came to 7 lakh 75,000 into 0.65, no? Upon 50 lakh. So 7.75 into 0.65 came to whatever 503,750 divided by 50 lakh. So 0.1008. Let's make it 0.10075. No, that is 10.08%. Correct, correct. I'm getting your answers. Okay. Now we are left with what? Bank loan long term. So working out 5. KD for bank loan long term. So KD would be saying no interest 1 minus T upon net proceeds. How much is the bank loan long term? 18 lakh. And the rate of interest on that is how much percent? 15%. So 15% of 18 lakh into 1 minus 0.35 upon guys, bank loan has to be the same value, right? 18 lakh. So 18 lakhs percent is 270 into 0.65. Whatever it comes, divided by 18 lakh. Wow. 270 into 0.60. Whatever it comes, divided by 18 lakh. 0.0975. I'm watching your answers. Huh? Yeah, correct, correct. KD, yes, oh yeah, true. I could read Rohit's, Roshni, Saket's, Rohit's, Vinita's, and Tenerise's answers as well. Okay. Yeah, people, you're right, Baba. You're smart. I've admitted it number of times. I'm among the, I always tell no, I'm among the smartest people in India. Right? So much appreciation I give. Nobody tells me that we are learning from a smart professor. I'm ordinary man teaching intelligent student. Yeah, correct. Okay, so this is 9.75, guys. You know what is the rest of the things to be done? Multiply total product and then take the total of the total weights. That's it. So let's go ahead. Oh my God, Pratiksha got the final answer as well. My goodness, people are done with their answers. I'm still calculating. Yes, yes, yes. I've got the total, man. I've got the total. Thank you so much, friends. People are so fast. So big numbers. 16 crore, 7 lakh, 55,000 divided by 1 crore, 14 lakh, 50,000. Okay. 16 crore. 7 lakh. 5,000 divided by 7 crore. 14 lakh. 14.039. So what we round it off to, we'll say 14.039. That is 14.04%. Oh my goodness. People have started asking for break. Hey, hello people. Understood the calculation? Huh? Okay, fine. I always tell you, differentiate between what is little lengthy and what is little complicated. Don't misunderstand lengthy to be complicated. So I think now everything is understood properly. Only thing that we were doing calculations for a bit longer time, right? That's fair enough. That's okay. That's just fine. Yeah. So can't fit in one rate. Long term you'll miss. That's okay. That's absolutely okay. Everything in one screen. Then people. Hello guys. Done. Photography also those who are keen on doing. Okay. So yeah, let's take 4 minutes break and let's be back. So much happiness now. My screen glows when I use the word break. Chalo, people be back. Hello, fellows. Everyone there back? Huh? Huh. Hi, Akshay. Chalo, people. Good. Chalo, everyone. Okay, see, now for the next question, we're going to learn some new concept. Okay, we're going to add to the list of our concepts. List means what we, this time we're not accumulating all theory at one place. Concept questions, concept questions, concept questions. Okay. So, taking a look at the things that we've earlier done, for KE, what we said, okay, we have an option, right? Constant growth, right? Or no growth. That's what we have seen, right? But now I'm going to tell you one more way of going for KE estimation, right? I had told you earlier, you remember, this being an uncertain zone, everybody have used their own way of estimating KE or on the basis of estimation of, on the basis of estimation. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, this time I have written the things you to copy later on, but take a screenshot of this right now. Okay, so I want everyone to listen to this. I hope my instructions are clear to everyone. That as we have done in few earlier chapters, right? That you just go through the things peacefully, leave sufficient space to write this. Correct, friends? Right? Please follow that same thing. Please follow the same thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So we are talking about capital asset pricing model. Okay. CAPM generally said. This model is used for what? Estimation of KE. So what is like what is this? KE. What is the CAPM? See the formula first. Okay. KE is what? Okay, you can read this. Sir, yes, sir. Even my neighbors can read this. You are zooming in sufficient. Yes. So KE is equal to RF plus RM minus RF multiplied by beta. Okay. So we need the explanation of what is RF, what is RM, and what is beta. Let's talk about it. See, RF is what? Risk-free returns. Okay, very simple to understand. The returns are guaranteed at a given rate. Okay. Element of risk is nil. Good example is government bonds. So see, if I invest in government bonds, 6% government bonds. So what I know, 6% will always come to me. No risk, right? Okay. For example, if the investor purchases 6% government bonds, then he's assured that bonds will provide 6% returns, and the element of risk is zero. That is RF. Correct, people? Everybody understand what is RF? Risk-free rate of returns. Okay, tell me now that the rate of returns is risk-free, then the whole world should invest in government bonds only. If there is no risk involved, then the whole world should invest in government bonds only. Does it happen like that? No. People invest in market also, share market also, knowing that there is some risk, still they go for market. Yes or no? Yes, they go for market. What is that thing that attracts them to the market? Is that rate of returns? No. See, risk-free is 6%. Suppose market gives you 4%. Will you go to market? But what happens? So risk-free is 6%. Market gives you 8%, 10%, 14%, sometimes 50%, sometimes 100%. That is the thing that people come. Okay, that is the thing people go for market. Is it right, people? Okay, so RM is market rate of returns. See, RM is what? Market rate of returns. These are obviously greater than risk-free returns, but they involve what? They involve risk and uncertainty. But they involve what? Risk and uncertainty. Okay, fine. So we can say that as the risk is involved, returns are also higher. Right? See, that is the simple reason, guys, I told you. Why will you go for risk you will go for risk looking for searching for higher returns. Otherwise, you have no reason to go for it. Okay, fine. Then the next important thing, so if RF is risk-free returns and RM is market returns, then this RM minus RF is the market premium which is pulling you to the market, right? So it is called as market risk premium, excess of market returns over risk-free returns. So what we can say, it is these extra returns which attract investors towards market. Okay, fine. And then what is beta? Very important to understand. Now, guys, now pay attention. RF, RM, RM minus RF. These 3 points are clear. RF is risk-free rate of returns. RM is market rate of return. So RM minus RF has to be what? Market risk premium, which attracts you to the market. Okay, fine. Now beta. What is beta? It's a sensitivity index for a particular share. Also, a share is also known as security. So, like henceforth, if I say beta of a security, who security? Which security? Security means that particular investment that you are doing. Beta shows sensitivity of a particular security with respect to the market movement. Okay. So let's talk about it. So, for example, see beta of 2. You understand every share doesn't move in the same proportion with respect to market. Some shares are more risky, some shares are less risky. So you know what happens? Some shares move fast, some shares, see, the day, suppose, for simple understanding, I'll tell you, the day Sensex Nifty are up, suppose 10%. Does it that every share increases 10% only? Not at all. Some shares will become 20%. Some shares will become 15%. So everybody's responsiveness is different. Everybody's responsiveness to the market is different. So beta is an indicator of that. It's about the sensitivity of a particular security. So let's talk about this example. Suppose it's beta of 2. Then what does it mean? It means a security is 2 times sensitive to market movement. Means if the market rises by 10% and if this particular security has a beta of 2, it means it will rise 20%, double. But then the risk factor is also there. Right? If the market falls 10%, now this will fall 20%. Okay. Let's talk about beta of half. Now, half is the response, like little sluggish, right? Response of security will be half times. That is, the market rises 10%, the security will rise only 5%. But you know, guys, when the market is falling, no, market falls 10%, it will be like little safeguarded. Okay, this will fall only how much? 0.5% or 5%. And beta of 1 means what? Security copy is what? Market movement. Did you get it? Market increases 10%, security increases 10%. Market falls 8%, security falls 8%. Is this very clear? Is the formula very clear? Okay, fine. Now, see, normally students ask, like, sir, how beta comes? So I tell them the same thing. Like beta is what? Sensitivity index. Okay, but still, once I'm going to show. Fine, you understand? Generally, we are not asked to calculate beta and then solve. Beta is normally given in the question. Are you listening to me? Beta of a security is normally given in the question, but then students always have it out, sir. What if it is not given? What is beta? Sensitivity of returns of a particular security with respect to sensitivity of the market. Okay, so beta can be calculated, and see, it will be always based on the past data. Okay, in the past, what had happened? How did the particular security respond to the changes in the market? So I'm going to show it quickly, guys. Right? This is the sheer extra knowledge, right? It is nowhere. The question is also not there in that book. Just for like, we always feel like knowing the things that puts us happy. Okay. So see, the extra knowledge is coming to you. Fine. Beta is the sensitivity of a particular share with respect to market due to what? Changes in market. Two important things I highlighted. It is a sensitivity of a particular share with respect to market. But what? First of all, there should be change in market. You're getting my point? The day market is closed, the day market is closed, there's a holiday in the market. That day, does your share move? No. Why? Because see that part, no. Because due to market, now who's the reason? The market is the reason. Change in your security with respect to market due to change in market. First of all, market should change, then your security will change. Okay, fine. So it is estimated that values of companies' returns and market risk for past. As I told you, beta is always based on the data collected from the past. Okay, what happened in the past? It gives an estimate of response of returns of a security to market fluctuations. It can be then used for future estimation. So what is beta we could say? Okay, we'll come to statistical formula a little later. Okay, you remember leverages, guys? I never called this line as upon. I call this line because of. Remember? Hello, people. In leverages, when I taught you dependent, independent variable, I never use the word denominator upon. Always said because of, right? Now, so same thing we will do over here. See, fluctuations in security with respect to market because of what? Market fluctuations. Okay. Then the formula is there. Okay. Covariance of RS with RM upon variance of RM. Means changes in our RS is what? Our security, returns from security because of changes in market. Overall, because of changes in market. Okay. If you understand beta, covariance upon variance. What say, guys? Okay. So see this example. Okay. This is some following is the data of returns from security and market returns. So the particular security that we are talking about, okay, guys, this is absolutely extra knowledge. Just stats. Okay. Yeah, absolutely extra knowledge. If you don't understand it, is fine. Beta is given in the question, but then always that curiosity is there. So how beta arises? How beta arises? Okay, so you feel happy when you know a few things. So see, this is a historical trend. In year one, when market was returning 14%, our security gave 8%. In year two, market gave 3%, our security gave 11%. In year three, market gave 21%, our security gave 29%, and so on. So this is only the fluctuations. No? This is only the fluctuations in the past that have happened. Okay, and we'll use this historic data of how many years? 6 years to estimate the beta, the average fluctuations. Okay, fine. Let's do that. So fine, I've written that year one, RS is treated as X, RY is treated as RM is treated as Y. Means R security returns I have taken as X, market returns I have taken as Y. I've calculated X bar and Y bar that you know, summation X is 84, correct? You can see that summation X over here, 84. 84 divided by number of observations, so 14. Then similarly, summation Y is 78 divided by number of observations. Okay, fine. X minus X bar, 14 over here. So 8 minus 14, 11 minus 14, 29 minus 14, and so on. Okay. Then see this X. So this is a variation from the mean value, deviation from the mean value. So X minus X bar is a deviation of X from the mean value. Y minus Y bar is a deviation of Y from the mean value. So I multiply this, so I get a covariance between X and Y. Okay. And then variance of the market. So how would you calculate variance of the market? Multiply market with market. When you want to calculate variance of our security with that of market variations, you multiply this. I hope I'm making my point clear. When I want to find changes in market, when I want to find changes in my security with respect to market, what have I done? My changes security, X minus X bar. Market changes is what? Y minus Y bar. So I multiply the two. Okay. When I want to find variance in the market, so market variance with market variance. So Y minus Y bar the square. Okay. And these are your answers. Then simple. Beta would be covariance of X and Y with variance of Y. So summation X minus X bar. Okay. Y minus Y bar upon N. Summation Y minus Y bar square upon N. Upon N gone. 377 by 438. And the answer is this. This is your beta. That is how beta is arrived at, historic data. Okay, this beta would be given to us in the question. This is just to tell you, okay, how the beta comes from the past records. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, so what you will be doing is, see how much you have to write. This one page, this two page. So two sides is what I will strongly recommend that you leave blank. Okay, take a photograph right now. Done. Okay, take a photograph here also. Are who's in the chat box all the time? What Sumesh, you're writing so many essays over here. So it should be outside the last part. Okay. What happened? Huh, okay. Wait. Okay, fine, happy. Yeah, you can take a photo now. Done, people. Done, people. So accordingly, you leave sides. Huh? Accordingly, you leave sides. I think you'll need three sides. Yeah, three sides is a better option. Okay. And when you leave the three sides now, immediately write the first side you are leaving now. There you give the heading, concept, capital asset pricing model. This heading you give, then you leave three sides. So you'll be knowing why have you left the sides for. You'll copy within 24 hours, right? Before next lecture, it should be copied down, guys. I can see some witty smiling faces, which indicate that few things from the past are not yet copied. Is the book complete? So people are not willing to give the answer very happily. They're not like they're out of compulsion. They're doing, okay, sir. Lakshya is coming out with the book to show. Okay. I wish everybody has a book completed. Huh, guys, don't mess on that part. Okay, please complete. Yes. Oh, see, moral check you have to keep on yourself. I will keep asking. That's what I will always do. But if you don't complete, what maximum I can do from here is I can keep reminding you. Okay, please, people, don't do that. Complete your books. Okay. Okay, so let's go to a question based on this. Let's go to a question based on this. Come to question number 80. I know I'm making you dance from here to there. Right now, people, we've been literally jumping from one question to the other, but you must have understood that I have divided the questions not on that chronology, but rather on concepts. So when you revise this chapter in particular, no, Notebook would be your final guide. Huh? Absolutely as per the notebook. Absolutely as per the notebook, you have to revise. If you start solving like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gone. Huh. You not understand anything what is happening. As such, many times it happens that when the exam comes near, no, you don't understand what is happening in the life. The feeling would be more powerful if you go through like question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So refer the notebook and then revise in this chapter particularly. Okay, friends. So let's go to question number 18 now. Let's start now. ABC Limited has the following book value capital structure. Equity share capital 150 million shares. Oh my God. Then there are reserves and surplus. 10.5% preferential share capital, 1 million shares. No small values. 9.5% debentures, 1.5 million debentures. Okay. And 8.5% term loan, and the amount is 500. See, for term loan, as I told you, you take it from bank. There is nothing called as face value. The debentures of ABC Limited are redeemable after how many years? 3 years. Okay, friends. These debentures, they are talking about this. They very clearly told you that they are what? Redeemable after 3 years. Guys, small formula or big formula? Big formula. So big formula. Khushi, it is so big formula. Okay. And are quoting at 981.5 per debenture. So this is a market price, guys. So this becomes my net proceeds. Okay, fine. Then applicable tax rate is okay, fine. So this clears with the debentures part. Okay, fine. Then let's talk about equity. What it says, the current market price is 60. This is for equity. This is for equity. Okay. Prevailing default risk-free interest rate on 10-year. GOI is what? Government of India. GOI. Government of India. Treasury bonds is 5.5%. People, keep aside everything else. Tell me what is this 5.5%? What it is? RF, correct. Simple. Thank you for telling me. Some people are telling me it is rate of interest. Thanks for adding to my knowledge. Okay. Just now we learned CAPM now. So expect you to reply that way. Government of India giving you 5.5% return. So shouldn't we call it RF? People are adding to my knowledge. This is the rate of interest. Huh? Very good. Very good. I thought these are your marks only in CA inter attempt. This is RF. Okay. Then what is next? Average market risk premium is 8%. Now, guys, be very careful what you are saying. This is a market risk premium. It's Sunday, na Rishabh. After the lectures are over, then. Normally, when people answer like this, I tell no. Water, come, jump. So he asked me, no bottle today. That's what I said. Sunday after the lecture. Bottle after the lecture. Tell me, people, what is this? This is RM minus RF. Yeah, correct. Smart. And beta is given. I told you now beta would be given in the question. Okay, I have just shown you the extra gap. Preferred stock, guys. Preferred stock, you understand? Preferred stock. Preferred stock means preference shares of the company is redeemable after 5 years and currently selling at 98.15. So this is net proceeds. Again, guys, for preference shares, all my sympathy with you people. Small formula, large formula, big formula, big formula. You understand that? Lot of everywhere big formula today, right? Okay, fine. Calculate what? What else do we calculate in the life? Weighted average cost of capital of the company using what? Market value weights. Okay, this part we'll do little later. Now we'll read only later. First, let's calculate all this colorfulness. So, Ari, people, I forgot to ask you what to do with this reserve and surplus. Huh? At the same thing that you do with my advice, ignore, correct? Huh? Huh? Same thing. Market value weights, no, guys. So reserve and surplus are ignored. They are assumed to be part of what? The market value of equity shares. Okay. Remind me, I will give you a note for that. Okay, once the question is over. In case I forget. Okay, so let's start solution to plus of question number 18. In this, first we'll calculate part 1. Correct? Please mention all these things correctly. Calculation of WACC, KO. Market value weights. Right? Okay. So let's start. WACC, KO of ABC Limited. ABC Limited, right now. Yeah. Using market value weights. Okay, let's write source, cost, the amount that is going to be the weight, the multiplication that is product. Okay, so first we'll write equity share capital. Cost we haven't yet calculated. See how many shares are there? 150 million. Guys, hello? 1 million is 10 lakhs or 10 lakh has so many zeros. Give it no people. Right? 150 million. Now what's the problem? Keep it as it is. Huh? As such, you are going to earn in crores of rupees, right? So you should be used to doing this sort of calculations. What is the market value happening? Current market price of equity share is 60. So 150 into 60, you do that comes to 9,000. So this is in million. Okay. Then after that, you are obviously not taking reserves and surplus. Then 10.5% preference share capital. 10.5% preference share capital. Cost will calculate, guys. First, write the number. How many million shares? 1 million shares. And what is told in the market? The prevailing price, preferred stock selling at 98.15. Want me to write over million over here? Right, doesn't matter. Okay. So this would become 98.15 million preferential capital. Then the next source, 9.5% debentures. Okay. What is the number of debentures? 1.5 million. Nothing in small numbers. Yeah. And what is the price that it is quoting at? See in the very second line below the box. Debentures of ABC are redeemable after 3 years and they are quoting at 981.05. 981.05. 1.5 million into 981.05. Odd value, write it as it is. 1.4. Guys, it is in millions. Don't round off. Who else is left? 8.5% term loan. What to do with it? Any market value? No, sir, obviously not. 500 as it is. See, this gives us some direction. Okay, fine, what we have to calculate. Keeps us very clear. Okay, fine, these things is what we need to calculate. Okay. Fine, let's start one by one. So, like, we have to find KE, KP, KD for debenture, and KD for term loan. Okay, fine. Calculation of K. Guys, this time K will happen by what? CAPM. Hello? Understand? Question is not talking about D1 and P0 and the growth factor. Question is all talking about RF, RM, beta. So then obviously the estimation will happen on that basis. A child did not leave space for final answer. Oops, oops. Bye bye. I like that also first. total product upon total. It's fine enough. Just this will be enough. Yeah. Thank you, dear, for reminding. Working note 1. Calculation of KE by what? CAPM. Therefore, K is equal to RF plus RM minus RF into beta. Risk-free returns are given 5.5% plus market risk premium is directly given 8%, and this you will multiply by 1.1875. So first you do 8 into 1.1. Hey, hello. Maths. Let me put it like this. Right? First what? First 8 into 1.1875. Oh, guys. 8 into 1.1875. 9.5 plus 5.5. So it's 15%. So I'll explain you this. CAPM by these numbers I'll explain you. Listen to this. What is the risk-free rate? 5.5%. Correct? So every shareholder would say, see, in the open market, if I go with government gives me 5.5. So why should I come to you? No, we will give you extra. How much extra? We'll give you 8% extra. So the company would say, see, 5.5 is already there. We will give you 8 extra. So what should ideally happen? 5.5 plus 8 is 13.5. But what immediately shareholder would say, sir, market risk premium is 8. Agreed. But your share itself is further risky. Your share is 1.1875 times the market share. So your share is more risky, So just giving him a market premium is not sufficient. The market premium also, I should get in that proportion. So suppose some other company is there, 5.5 is the risk-free, premium is 8. But suppose some other company is there which is 2 times risky. So what I would say, your market risk is 8, correct, but your share is 2 times risky, na? So I want 2 times of that. So 8 into 2, how much? 60. Plus the risk-free. Risk-free is what I always want. You understand what I said? Hello, everyone. Will you understand with this example what I said? Okay. Fine. Okay. So calculation of K is done. Right over here, K 15. Okay. Then let's do KP. Calculation of KP. Guys, it is given that it is redeemable after 3 years. So please take a bigger formula. Preference dividend plus RV minus NP upon N divided by RV plus NP upon 2. Okay. Preference dividend we can easily calculate, right? Let's write all the parameters over here one by one. So preference dividend is going to be 10.5% is the rate now, and the each share is 100 rupees. (10.5% of 100). That is 10.5. Okay, so preference dividend is sorted out. Redemption value. Is it told that it will be redeemed at what rate? No, I don't think so. It is only told that it is currently selling at 98.15. So what we will take redemption value? Yes, we will take the redemption value is how much? 100 at par. Yes. Then net proceeds. Currently it is selling at how much? 98.15. Talking about n number of years. See what is written. The preferred stock of the company is redeemable after how many years? 5 years. Okay, so I think we have all the data. Substitute and get a correct answer. So preference dividend is 10.5 plus 100 minus 98.15 divided by 5. 100 plus 98.15 divided by 1. Uh, 0.1097. So we can say 10.97%. Yes, yes, Hariharan, right. So okay, good. We got the other one also. 10.97%. Okay, let's talk about debentures now. So working note 1 for KE, working note 2 for KP, working note number 3 KD for, we'll have to write 2 times. No, KD for 10.5% debenture, not 10.5, sorry, 9.5. KD for 9.5% debentures. Okay, sorry. Let's start. Even I think they are also redeemable after how many years? 3 years. So we'll have to take a long formula. We have already discussed that. So KD interest minus T plus RV minus NP upon N divided by RV plus NP upon 2. Okay, let's collect all the data. So interest is going to be 9.5% of, what is the face value? 1,000. So 95 people. After solving the few questions, no, you know what happens? You take by default of 100. That's one common mistake that happens. Huh? One common mistake that I have seen here, attempt after attempt. People are not happy with 1,000 face value, but nobody's asking whether you are happy or not. You have to follow that. That's it. Avoid such mistakes is what I want to say. Okay. Interest in that tax rate is given in the question how much? 35%. Redemption value. Guys, do we know the redemption value? Anything given separately in the question, the answer is no. Means 1,000 at par. Net proceeds is what we know. Currently, it is drilling at 981.05. We have enough data to calculate all this. So 95, 1 minus 0.35 plus RV 1,000 upon the area. I did not write the N now. Number of years are how many? 3. 5 into 0.65, 60, 61.75 plus 1000 minus 981.05, whatever comes divided by 3, 6.31666, so 6.32 upon 1000 plus 981.05 divided by 2. 61.75 plus 6.32 divided by 990.525, 0.0687, right? That is 6.87%. Make sure, guys, you get this answer. Huh? I'm sure you must have got it. Yeah. Okay. 8.5% term loan. Working note 4. KD for 8.5% term loan. Okay, so I think this would be a small formula now because we have no details about it. So KD would be interest minus T upon what? Net proceeds. Net proceeds are 500 only. 8% of 500 multiplied by 1 minus 0.35. So 500 into 8%, I got 40. Into 0.65, I got 26. I divided by 500, I get 0.052. That is 5.2%. What happened? Oops, 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 oops. 8.5%, sorry. 8.5% of 500, repeat here. 1 minus 0.35 divided by 500. Okay, 500 into 8.5%, 42.5 into 0.65, 27.625 divided by 500, 0.0553. 5.53. Final now? Yes. Thank you, Roshan. 5.53%. Actually, you know what was my plan? My plan was like this. Face value, market value, same now. 8.5% is the rate of interest now. Multiplied by 0.65. You get your answer actually. Guys, you understand what I said. But when this happens, when face value and the market value is same, right? This shortcut you cannot take every time. Huh? Understand? The shortcut is not possible every time, right? That's why I'm not showing you the shortcut. It's okay to do some donkey work every time. So we're doing since long. Okay, come on, calculate. Okay, KO is calculated, Pratiksha. Great. Good speed. Very slow. Tap on people. Okay, giving me the final answer. Good, good, good. Very good. 148951. Want me to write in full? Okay, I'll write it. Hmm. 148951.42575. 9000 plus 98.15 plus 1471.575 plus 500. 11069.725. 148.51.42575 divided by numerator cover. 13.455. 148.951.42575. 11069.725. 13.455. So let's say 13.46%. The final answer. Ah, super. Correct. Yeah. Take the screenshot in case those who need it, and write a note over here. What would you write? Since WACC since WACC is estimated taking what? Taking market value weights. Therefore, reserve and surplus are ignored. Reserve and surplus is assumed to be included in market value of equity shares. Okay. Everybody is done till here. No, minor rounding of issues. I get 13.46, you get 13.48. No issues. I get 13.46, you get 13.44. No issues. I get 13.46, you get 14.46. Lot of issues. Are you getting me? Minor deviation is understood. Okay, but huge deviations are wrong answers. Okay, now take a screenshot of this, guys. You have to write this. Then we'll discuss in the next class. Everyone present in the meeting. First, take the screenshot of this. Don't go on sending this, show that. First, take the screenshot of this. Are you done? So whatever 18th question we have solved at the end, right? Whatever question number 18 we have solved at the end, after this should appear in your notebook, right? This part, this we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay. Yeah. So I hope everybody has taken the screenshot. Yeah. And then talking about, yeah, question number 18, some people still want a photograph. Okay. So do take that. Yeah. I'm scrolling to the next page. Done, people. Done, na? Taken all necessary photographs, right? So how you'll be writing correct? You left in between three sides, in between. That will complete, which is already you left blank. 18th we have solved just now together. So like after 18 gets over, then you're going to write the last thing that I told you. Dividend discount model by Gordon. Keep it ready. Next lecture, that is tomorrow itself, I suppose. So tomorrow we'll discuss that. Am I pretty clear to everyone? If you have any doubts related to the subject and topic, be there. Else you can leave the lecture. Then I will also close it. Yes, friends. Have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye. So I'm there for a minute. You can leave. Anybody have to ask something, then I'll wait for a minute. Else you'll leave. So you take your break and with all fresh energy attend the next lecture. Yes. All of us stay safe. Yes, Roshni. Every one of us need to stay safe. Sir, why market price should be taken at X dividend? That is what is called as the market price of the share. Share price is the market price now, which is prevailing in the market. Correct now. If you add the dividend, then it becomes cum dividend price, including when I talk about the price of the car, it should be price of the car, not including the cost of the petrol inside the petrol tank. Right? You in car, you say, no, my car is this, but the accessories are so much. So cost of accessories. No accessory. Dividend is like an accessory. Sorry, no, not interested in your accessories. Only the car price, like that. Correct? Now that makes you very clear. X dividend and cum dividend. X accessories and including accessories. Dividend is an accessory. Okay. I hope that explains. Issue concept capital surprising model. Just you to copy, huh, friend. I have not explained. Sir, I did not understand. Are I did not explain where you will understand. CAPM you're asking for. Okay. CAPM I will also show. It is free of cost. No extra charges for again showing the concept. Okay, Somesh, you had already done. Okay, so you don't tell me, sir, this is 55%, 3% less, sir. And that's okay, man. Come on, those who want to take a screenshot of this. I'm scrolling to the next page. Yeah, next page in case anybody needs it. Hope we are done. Yeah. Come on, guys, take a leave, take a leave. Okay. You have one more lecture, right? At 10 o'clock, you must be having, no? Yeah. Take a break, enjoy your food, breakfast, and join the next lecture. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Revise the things well. Huh? Bye.